Okay, everybody, welcome back to the channel. Happy to have you back. This week, we're going to be building the Tamiya Aqroshot. This is one of those kits that has been in and out of stock for years. If you're lucky, you catch it while it's in stock because it always happens for a short period of time. I got lucky over the summer and I snagged myself one of these and have been staring at this box since the summer. Since then, the kit has been discontinued, so you know what that means. It's probably going to end up on eBay for twice as much what I paid for it. But I don't care. I think I'm going to build it. I'm taking it out of the box. I'm going to build it, and I'm going to run it. Not entirely sure what I'm going to do for this build yet. I'm not going to do box art. As much as I like this box art, I think I'm going to do my own thing with this one. I don't like that it's discontinued now, but I'm still going to build it because I've been waiting to build this for you guys for so long. I'm not backing down now. But yeah, I'm not really sure what I'm going to do. I'm going to make it up as I go. So stick around for this one, guys. So here we go. Let's get this box open and see what we're working with. Slice, 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 slice. Get this plastic off of here. Making a mess. Ta-da! All right, everything's in the box pretty tidy. Let me see here. Hop-up options, huh? Yeah, okay. We're going to go through this. Hold on a second. Let me get these out of here. Plastic parts. Comes that cool Aqroshot body right here. Some road tires. Some wheels. Gear cover. You know what? Let me just go through this. Let me organize. I'll be right back. Okay, here's everything that was in the box. Nicely organized. Got the clear Lexan body. Got some nice looking on-road tires. Some white wheels. Got that DT03 elongated chassis. Gear cover. Got some knuckles, gears, steering servo parts. You got dog bones, drive cups, axles, upper and lower, front and rear suspension arms, bumper skids, receiver boxes, body mounts, and then various bags of hardware. The hop-up options are the DT03 oil damper set, which usually a lot of Tamiya kits will come with friction shocks, which are very bouncy and springy. These oil dampers are going to help the car handle a little bit better. Even though they're plastic shocks, they're oil shocks, and they're going to be a lot better than a typical Tamiya springy friction damper set. Got the instruction manual, antenna straw. You got the parts list with all the parts numbers, window masks, and some shiny decals there, which look really cool. And the decal kit, which comes with the car. So this Aqroshot, the DT03T, is actually the same platform as the buggy. This is the DT03 buggy version of what I'm building right now. It's not coming with all these beautiful parts that I added. However, still going to be a good build. It is the exact same chassis that's got a long wheelbase on it, so it's going to have some good stability. But this is going to be essentially what the build is. Let me pop this body off. So this is just a general look at how the Aqroshot's going to turn out when I'm done with it, minus all the hop-up parts that I have on here. Although, I don't know, I might add some hop-ups because these look really juicy on here, man. I really love gold aluminum and carbon fiber together. I think they look really cool. So it's going to be generally the same as this, just a stadium truck version of this buggy. This particular kit comes with their Marbucci 540 torque tune motor. So that's got a lot of power for a Tamiya kit. But I might do something different. I'm not sure yet. We'll see. Stay tuned. Also comes with this brushed ESC with these old school Tamiya plugs. So I'll probably use this double stick tape, but I might just use different electronics altogether. But there's a quick look at everything that was in the box. Now let me just organize a little more, and then let's get this build going, guys. I'm anxious to do this. Sprue cutters are your friend. Always make sure every little screw is out of the bag before you throw it away. This is how parts get lost. That screw can easily just be overlooked in there and tossed in the trash. Just make sure you got everything out before you throw the bags away. Always good to use Tamiya tools on Tamiya kits because this driver is just the right size to fit down in that little hole right there to get to the screw. I'm sure other drivers fit in there just fine, but Tamiya tools just seem to work really good. You can see down there, that screw hole is way down in there. And this driver just goes right in, no problem. By the way, Tamiya kits, the hardware in the instruction manual is life-size to the actual screws. So if you're looking for screws, you want to make sure you have the right one, it'll literally line up with the page there. Also, just as a side note, if you find yourself struggling to find a screw or a washer or something, Tamiya doesn't really put all of the hardware in bag order as you go. If you're struggling to find a part, chances are it's in a bag that you would least expect it to be in. I usually will just open up all Tamiya's hardware bags and just dump them all straight out. This way, when I'm looking for something, I know everything that I need is going to be in some kind of a bin. This might be a little small, so it's hard to kind of navigate and find things. Do something a little more spread out so it's easier to locate things, but for me, this works. Oh, yeah. Got another screw box. On any kind of steering component, you definitely want to try to get any of those little pieces of plastic, all that flashing off, especially in the steering, because you don't want anything binding up the movement of any steering parts. Just trim that as flush as you can. Okay, time to make the tie rods. Got all my parts together here. And I also have my trusty shock shaft pliers. These are great to help you build these tie rods. This is literally the worst part of building kits, is assembling tie rods, especially when they don't have that little notch in the middle for you to grab. So get yourself a pair of shock shaft pliers and it makes it a lot easier to build tie rods. So much easier to do it this way. There's even another tool that grabs onto these and makes it easier to spin these, but I find that just my hands and the shock shaft pliers make it a lot easier to build these tie rods. Okay, boom shakalaka. Pretty perfect. Let's make another one. Okay, boom, 2 tie rods, quick and easy. Swing, arms, swing! Don't over tighten these guys or you'll bind up the arms. Gotta let those arms swing. Gotta swing free, guys. Gotta swing free. Definitely don't want to over tighten the screws that go through the hub and the knuckle as well. Definitely more screws you don't want to over tighten. Okay, cool beans. Making progress with the Aqroshot. Looks like the front end is pretty much put together. Let's move on. Time for the diffs. Let's go. So this is not going to be a sealed diff that has fluid in it. This is a plastic housing gear with metal gears inside of it, some spider gears inside. So I'm going to put this together. I'm going to grease it up pretty well with some Tamiya grease and then seal it up. So let me show you how this goes together. Channel like so. Boom. Grease it up real good. You don't really need a lot of grease, but I like to grease it up pretty good. There you go. That's it. And then you just screw it together. More screws you do not want to over tighten. In fact, any self-tapping screw you don't want to over tighten. Just until you feel it bottom out, and then you're good to go. So later on down the line, these outdrive cups are going to go into this little spot here. But before I finish assembling things, I like to just kind of put these in now, just temporarily, just so I can make sure everything's functioning like as it should, and everything seems pretty good right there. This right here, unless you're building a shelf queen, this is absolute garbage. Get yourself some nice bearings if you're going to run it, because Tamiya kits, for some reason, most of them still don't come with bearings, so you got to buy bearings separately if you're going to run it. And I got myself a set of Fast Eddie DT03 bearings here, so these should be perfect. Anywhere in the manual it says to use this garbage, I will be substituting it with this awesomeness, like so. Boom, there you go. So I got some grease on these gears in here. You really don't need a lot. As the gears move around when you run it, it'll spread throughout everything nice and evenly, and it'll work out just fine. There we go. Okay, so I took this system out of the Maverick Q2 when I did the brushless conversion. I don't know if you saw that video, but if you haven't, go check it out. It's pretty cool. But this is the stock system that came with it. This is the stock 50 Maverick motor, brushed motor. And then this is the ESC that came with the Aqroshot, and this is the ESC that came with the Maverick. And let me tell you, they're identical. They're the same ESC, except the one that came with the Aqroshot has a Tamiya plug, and the one that came with Maverick has an XT60. So they're essentially the same exact thing. So I'm just going to go with these two because this has the plug that I need, and I think this will give me a little bit more power, which you don't really need for the Aqroshot, but I'm going to go fast, so I want to have these two. Absolute perfect fit, perfect mesh, absolutely perfect. Dropped right in. Okay, and there you have an assembled gearbox. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. Now I got some more threaded hinge pins here. Let's just go right like this. Pop that bad boy in. Do the other side. Boom. Poppity pop, pop, pop. Again, don't over tighten. Just kind of screw it in until it bottoms out, and then stop. And then you should have free movement here, guys. All right, let's do the uppers. Boom. And boom, there we go. Don't forget to cut these pieces off. Don't need those. Put the drive cups in the diff. There you go, there's one. Two, there we go. And we have a functioning gearbox. Nice and nice, there we go. Okay, Time for the rear knuckles. Gonna put some bearings in here. Like so. Pop. Pop. I'm gonna take the drive cup. Put the drive cup in. The drive axle, whatever you want to call it. Get the dog bone in. Get the arms mounted with the hinge pins. So here's something interesting with this kit. This part right here, M8, right? This part. You're supposed to put the boot for the on-off switch through here, and then these little screws right here, go through that and into the on-off switch. However, this on-off switch does not have the screw holes in the front, like shown here, nor does the actual ESC that this kit comes with. There's no screw holes there on the on-off switch to build it this way. So what I'm going to do is put the on-off switch somewhere else. I don't know where yet, but I'll figure it out. Interesting feature about the DT03 on the truck and the buggy version, it has this little notch here that keys into the chassis right there, like that, which makes it really, really rigid. And then you kind of just screw it in through the bottom here and through the sides right there where those holes are. 2 screws here, 4 countersunk screws in the bottom. Get those countersunk screws in there. Just get them going. Get those threads started. This way, everything kind of just gets held together. You got 1, 2, 3. You got a bunch of parts that are all kind of fitting together that you have to hold together while you're screwing this thing in. Got to just be careful of these little plates down here that go between the gearbox and the chassis. Just make sure they don't move while you're threading everything together. Just make sure they stay in place. So here's a little example of why I say the Tamiya tools are great when you're building the Tamiya kits, because they put a lot of thought into this. See this there's like a little notch right there? Your driver kind of just sits right in that little notch while you're screwing. That's there so that you can put this kit together nicely. It's not there to help the truck drive better in any way. It's really just there for your tool. That's why I say these tools Tamiya tools are better to use when you're building Tamiya kits, because they think these things through like that. Okay, well, starting to look like a truck, guys. It's coming together. Look at that long wheelbase. Okay, step 25, guys. Let's start building some shocks. So when this kit was first released, it came with these friction shocks here, which means they kind of just screw together. You put a spring on, and they're very bouncy and springy because there's no oil in them. It's now released with the hop-up options, which is the oil damper set, which has its own set of instructions separate from the manual. So I'll be following these for the shocks. Okay, so I got all of the suspension parts for the front. Kind of mise en place, everything in its place, all the parts in their place. This way I could just go step by step and get these shocks banged out. Let's go. Okay, 1 shock complete, 1 front shock done. Actually, pretty nice. These hop-ups from Tamiya, these oil-filled shocks, they're called hop-ups because they never come with oil-filled shocks. This is their plastic body oil-filled shock, which actually functions really well. Not as good as their TRF blue aluminum ones, but this will do the job. It's actually very nice. I feel like we're going to get some good performance out of these shocks. Let me do the rest. Okay, boom, just like that. Got a set of shocks, 2 fronts, 2 rears, and they seem to be functioning beautifully. These are the easiest shocks you're ever going to build, guys. Seriously, Tamiya oil-filled shocks, easy to build. Just like the rest of this kit, very easy to build. Super easy to build these guys, but anyway, let's get them on the car. Boom, shock towers and shocks. Check. Moving on. Okay, so I've been giving this a lot of thought, and I am like kicking around. Should I go brushless with this? Should I put in something faster? I have some 3-4S brushless systems I can put in here, but the more I think about it, the worse that idea sounds, because Tamiya plastics are brittle to begin with. When I actually go out and run this thing, it's going to be like 4 degrees outside. So I honestly, I think even just by putting a brushed motor in here with this dopey little ESC, it's only going to be slightly more powerful than the stock system. So it'll give me a little more speed and maybe a little more torque. But even at slow speeds with these plastics and this weather, this thing is going to shatter like glass. So what I think I'm going to do is just keep this system, or stick to the plan. I got the Maverick Q2 stock system in here. It's a brushed motor, brushed ESC. Just a little bit more power than the stock Tamiya system. It's the exact same setup. So I'm going to play it a little safe just because of the temps, maybe. And just also, let's not forget this is discontinued now. So if I break apart, it's going to be a pain in the ass to repair. So I probably will end up breaking something anyway just because of the temperature outside. Even in my shop right now, I'm in a basement shop. and it's freezing down here. This is cold to the touch. So I'm going to play it safe. I'm going to stick to the brushed electronics for now. I will be running it in this video. I'm going to play it a little safe just because I don't want to destroy this car right after I finish building it in these freezing temps. So maybe in the summer I'll do something different. If it ever comes back in stock or gets re-released, maybe I'll do something different. But for now, this is what I'm going with. Okay, electronics are in. I got to get these wires tidied up, obviously. But I ran the motor wires through the back here where the dust boot for the on-off switch would normally go. And then I just mounted the on-off switch to the back of the shock tower here. So everything's a go. I have beautiful steering. I have plenty of throttle. I think I'm good to go here. I just got to get tidied up. I got to do the tires and wheels and the body, and then we're done. So let's keep moving, guys. All right, it's tire time. Let's go. You know, I've always liked the way the Aqroshot tires looked. They just have a really cool street tread pattern on them. Right? These are awesome tires. So just a quick side note about RC tires, or really any tire in general, because not only do the plastics become brittle in very extremely cold weather, or even just, you know, chilly temperatures, so does the rubber on your tires. The warmer the tire, the warmer the surface, the higher the traction. That's just really the way it goes. And these tires feel like a medium compound already. I've never had an Aqroshot, but from what I've seen, these tires are pretty slippery to begin with. You need a special surface for these to actually grip pretty good. Either that or a very hot surface for these to grip. So when I go out and I run this, it's going to be below 10 degrees. I might as well have a drift Aqroshot because this thing's going to be sliding around everywhere. It's really just another reason to not overpower this because it wouldn't go anywhere anyway. I would just be spinning the wheels and spinning out. It just wouldn't be worth it. This is something that I actually zoom out. This is something that I really like about this kit. I love these white spoked wheels. I think they're just really cool looking. Do you guys not think these are cool looking? I really love these wheels. They're just awesome looking to me. So the kit does not come with foam inserts. I have these on my parts wall, but these are for on-road, which this is, but it's the wrong size on-road. I guess I'm not doing inserts. All right, guys, in the home stretch, got the tires and the suspension on, and I am sitting real low, really low, and I'm not changing it. I don't have any spacers or anything on my shocks. This is an on-road stadium truck, so I'm gonna let that thing sit low to the ground like that. And honestly, it's not hurting it because, oops, watch out for the screws. I got a great plop to this thing. Look at that. Oops, there goes my bushings. Who cares about the bushings? These things work well, man, let me tell you. Really good shocks from Tamiya. I am nervous about Tamiya plastics in this brittle cold, but we'll see what happens. Let me get this body done, guys. All right, so before I do anything, I'm just gonna trim all the plastics off first. Then I'm gonna wash it. Then I'm gonna paint it. And then I'm gonna put the decals on. Got to be careful with this body because the wing, I don't know if it's picking up on camera, but the wing is molded into the back of the Lexan here. So if you do get this, be careful you don't accidentally trim off and throw this wing away back here. So I'm going to use my favorite method to get this body trimmed. It's a combination of a very sharp X-Acto knife where you just gently score and then fold and snap off the scraps that you don't want. And then I'll go in with the curved scissors around certain areas like right here where it could be a little tricky to get to. Maybe around in here, but this looks pretty straightforward. But I'll probably do a combination of curved scissors and a really sharp X-Acto knife on this. Just gently score right along the line. Gently score. You're not pushing in. You don't want to cut into it because that's when you start messing up. You're just leaning on it a little bit. Make 1 or 2 passes of the spot that you want to cut, and then you should be able to just pop it off, see? Nice, perfect, clean cut. That's the best way to do this, guys. So let me go around and get the whole body done. Be right back. All right, I've gone around and got everything scored up. So let's just go ahead and complete this process here. So now you can kind of just peel it off. You might run into a snag every now and then, but if you do, just go get your curved scissors and then cut your way through. But as you can see, this is a very smooth and effective way to trim your bodies down. Okay, look at how clean that is. If you need to go in with your curved scissors and just clean up any burrs, you'll probably have to do that, but I think I did pretty good with this one. This looks really good, actually. I got a little bit of an imperfection right here. No biggie. I'll just go in with the curved scissors and fix that. But yeah, the only easier way to do this is to buy a body that's already trimmed. And the wing is here. I think I'm going to leave the wing clear, actually. I like a clear wing. All right, let's give it a bath. A little dish soap and some really hot water in a slop sink, and that'll really get all that factory residue off the Lexan. Make sure you clean the body. Hit it with the blow dryer, get it really good and dry on the inside. I love building Tamiya kits, but one thing I don't like about Tamiya kits is that the decal sheets are never pre-cut, so I gotta go and individually cut out every one of these decals. That's gonna take me some time, so I'm gonna spare you all that. What I do like about this one is all of these chrome trims. Hey, how you doing? You can see me in the reflection there. All of this chrome trim goes on the body, and to me that's awesome. Actually, it looks like it comes with a wing decal, a chrome wing decal, so I'm just gonna make a chrome wing instead of a clear wing, and then these long oval pieces here go on along the bottom. So usually when I do window masks or decals, I'll usually just peel up just a little piece like this, maybe that, not even that much really, but just a little piece, and then get yourself lined up. And because only that little piece is peeled off, you're not gonna have parts that are stuck, and you're not gonna have to mess with it to get it right. You kind of just do it that way, and then kind of smooth it out. Just go around, make sure all those edges are pressed down real hard. You don't want any bleeding. And then you should be good. Just peel a little corner, a little bit, just enough for you to get something stuck down. Get yourself aligned. And just because you only have that little piece that's unstuck, look at how easy that is. Look at how easy that is, guys. Okay, let the fun begin. This decal right here that goes on both sides of the side of the truck, these long pieces that you have to cut out, this is a very delicate operation. Not cutting them out, but cutting them out and getting them stuck on the body without ruining them, because these are just long, flimsy pieces. I've seen some people cut right here and then get this part stuck on and then stick this on separately to line them up. But I'm going to try to do it all in one shot, so wish me luck. I don't know if it's picking up on camera, but these decals kind of have a carbon fiber texture to them. It's pretty cool. All right, I got about 8 or 9 very thin coats. In between those coats, I hit it with the blow dryer so I can get through that pretty quickly. And looks pretty opaque and pretty solid. I did screw up because I meant to do the truck bed black, and then as I was spraying that first thin coat, I realized I forgot to mask it. So guess what? White truck bed now. Ooh. Wow, that's so nice looking. Cool. Beautiful. Sweet. Looks wet. I love it. Good Lord. Look at the mess I'm making with this build. You guys this messy? Let me know. Come on. Don't mess up now. Don't mess up now. Okay. All right. Not too bad. Got that yellow line nice and straight. All right, good. Very good. Let's do the other side. All right, well, those are the 2 hardest decals to apply. I think they look pretty good. Oh, money! There's gonna be chrome that covers this spot here. That's not a mistake. One of these narrow chrome pieces right here is gonna go right along the bottom here. So don't worry about the way that looks. That's gonna get covered with chrome. Cutting these reflective decals can really play tricks with your eyes, man. You gotta really pay attention to these cut lines. You also gotta be really careful applying chrome decals because any imperfection is gonna show up. Any wrinkle, any blemish, everything will just show up, even fingerprints. Boom! There it is, man. Look at that awesome truck right there. That right there is beautiful. I think that it came out really sharp looking. I love the white paint because all those decals pop now. Whenever I see this truck with dark paint, I always felt the decals kind of just blended into it. I like that everything pops now off of that white. I'm really mad at myself for forgetting the mask off the bed and painting it black, but other than that, I think it came out like really, really good. Love the white wheels, the white paint, and then the white in the decals. I think it all just kind of comes together. On the box, it shows that the windows have some smoke. I don't have any smoke paint here, so I'm just leaving them clear for now. Honestly, I'll probably never put smoke on there. I kind of like the clear windows, but I think it looks really sharp. This is such a fast and easy build, guys. The DT03 chassis, whether you're building a buggy or you're building the stadium truck, whatever platform it is, the DT03 chassis from Tamiya is a really smooth build. You're not going to have any hiccups. The hardest part is the decals. If you look closely, you'll see a lot of imperfections in my decals, kind of like right there along the wheel. It didn't line up kind of quite right, but everything looks awesome anyway. Hard decals, but easy truck to build and sick stance. Like, I love the stance of this thing. I have it sitting super low. It is an on-road car, so I have the chassis sitting really low to the ground, but I think it's mint. I love it. I love it. There's really only one thing. Oh, look, you can see me in the grill there. Hi, guys. But yeah, only one thing left to do, guys, and that's to get out and run this thing. So wish me luck. Okay, so the dashboard says 16 degrees. My phone says 13 degrees, so this should be fun. All right, guys, well, it's definitely a winter wonderland out here. This is one of the few spots where I have some dry pavement to run this thing. So here we go, guys. Let's see how we did. Let me just do some slow passes first. Let me make sure everything's functioning the way it should. Well, I'm already sliding around. Already no traction. Oh yeah, zero traction, guys. Yeah, sometimes sliding around is fun. Zero traction. These tires are just breaking free. It's fun though. Yeah, could you imagine if I had like a 3S brushless system in here? This car would go nowhere. Oh yeah. Oh my god. All right. Oh, don't break it yet. Don't break it by hitting ice. Oh boy. Oh, catching some air. Yeah, these tires do not lend themselves to this type of terrain. Zero traction. Absolutely zero traction. Let's go! Yeah, there's just no way you would ever be able to function with this car on a 3S system. Honestly, this is not that much more powerful than the stock Tamiya system. Oh, definitely not getting out of that. Yeah, this is actually not that much more powerful than the stock Tamiya motor, to be honest with you. Whoa! And zero traction. Like, absolutely no traction whatsoever. But that's to be expected. I knew that was going to happen. Very good steering now, I will say that. Yeah, what the heck, let's give it a shot. Oh boy, I'm asking for trouble. That's a small ramp. It's a small ramp, guys. Not a big ramp at all. Oh, the body clips came off the back. Those are probably in space right now. Who the heck knows what those body clips are? Oh, the wind took that actually. Oh, that's what you don't want to happen, but so far so good. I'm gonna have to keep fixing this body because the body clips popped off. Yeehaw! I know I'm asking for trouble, guys. I know. Woo! Oh, oh. This isn't even snow, guys. These look like big piles of snow, but that's just ice. It used to be snow, now it's just solid frozen ice. Just spinning out everywhere you go, spinning out. There is no way in hell you can run this unbrushless. Oh, oh, oh. Look at that body popped up. Survived that. I'm impressed so far that it survived what I've been giving it, because this is pretty dangerous. Oh, come on, push out. There you go. Oh. Squirrely. Okay. Doing good so far, guys. I'm surprised I made it this far with the way I'm running this thing. Like, I'm not running it too hard, but it's very cold. My hands are numb, by the way. Numb as can be. Oh, battery's hanging down. What happened there? I tell you what, I can't wait for it to get a little warmer out where I can actually come out and really run this thing in a nice warm high grip environment, you know. It's gonna be fun when I get some different tires on here. I think this thing's actually gonna run really nice with the right tires and the right conditions. On two wheels there. Oh my god. Oh yeah. Yeehaw, giddy up. No trouble here, guys. Come on, yeah. Oh, there goes the battery wire again. The battery wire keeps popping down because not only did I not secure it, but the back body clips keep popped off and got lost. So I have no way of keeping everything in tucked under the body. All right, let's go. Let's go. That's how you brake stuff. Got to hit the ramp the right way, guys. But look at that, it held up. It held up. Oh, I think I got a chunk of ice trapped underneath. There it is. You giddy up! I'm just not fixing that body again. You can see the body's all cockeyed. Oh! Getting brave here. I better cut that out. I'm like pushing my luck here. That was a crooked landing, but it took it. It didn't break. I'm very surprised right now, guys. Very, very surprised. I'm definitely pushing my luck. All right, well, incredibly enough, it survived this bitter cold, rough landings, bad jumps, no traction. Look at my tires. Look at the, oh, I did crack the rim there a little bit. Broken wheels, wow. Let me see, anything else? Nope, looks pretty good. Looks pretty good. I guess when I get it home, I'll do a deeper inspection, but as far as I can tell, it's just a cracked rim right there. And that's from bad landings. But surprised that it lasted this long. I got through a whole battery without really breaking it. It's pretty amazing. I mean, granted, that's just a little Proline ramp, but I do think this was a successful build, guys. It looks beautiful. No traction, obviously. Look at the tires. It's nothing but salt on those tires from all the salting in this parking lot. But it ran great. It drives great. And it handled some bumpy landings. And no, not the fastest thing in the world, but very fun to drive. And it looks awesome. This is going to look great in your collection, guys, if you can get your hands on one. I say go for it. But I will say, guys, thank you for sticking with me through this build if you made it through this whole video. And I appreciate each and every one of you guys. And don't forget to like and subscribe if you're new to the channel. Lots more builds coming. And go visit my other videos too. I got other videos up of builds and bash videos and unboxings. So go check those out, guys. And as always, thanks for watching. Talk to you guys soon. Thanks a lot. All right, guys, the word Aqroshot literally doesn't mean anything. I asked ChatGPT, what does the word Aqroshot mean? And it came back with, it's a made-up word. It really doesn't mean anything. I'll post a screenshot of the answer here. RC.